All right, I think we are live. So let me check everything before I set everything to work. Everything should be working correctly. Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining me on the 9 p.m. Friday live stream. Let me check everything, double check everything, make sure everything is working properly. Hello, we have our first viewer. Let me check my voice if it's actually working or not. Alright, I can hear myself. That means everything is correctly. So, hello my friends and welcome to our 9 p.m. live stream on every Friday. Hello Mr. Marty Smarty. Hello Mr. Me Fast Man. Hello Mr. Michael what? Michael Dynit. Hello Mr. Stan Wenger. Hello everyone. So it's been a very busy and cool week. The 1990s Super Sedan Challenge is live, which is really cool. So in this live stream, my friends, we are going just to have some fun, nothing more, nothing less. We are only going to have fun, testing some of the cars, testing some of the special cars that I got before the live stream. Some requested cars to test, and let's have fun always. So how is everything, guys? How's your Friday going? Hello, Mr. Nijiko Craft. Hello, my friend. So, how's everything? How's everything going? The body that you used for Super Sedans looked like from Alpha 155. Yeah, that's correct. That was the inspiration actually behind it. Your fingers are hairy. Let me check. Not much. I'm not really that hairy, to be honest with you. Mr. Lorenzo, hello my friend. Hello everyone. Let's have fun on this live stream. We're only here to have fun, nothing more, nothing less. So, I received some special cars before I started this live stream, and now let's start testing them. So, one of those special cars is a car with extreme high top speed, and I'm not kidding, extreme top speed. So, of course, the perfect map to do that is, of course, the endless highway. So will you play automation? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe not. But now I want to test those special crazy cars that the viewer has sent me, because I've seen some crazy numbers. The top speed, it's like humongous. It's not realistic. So I want to see that, and I want to share it with you. So let's see what are these cars, because I have tons of cars here, and also I want to share with you a little surprise, because on the previous video, on the last video that I made before this, which is the the 3 version of a legendary car, the Crown, I asked from the viewers to hit the thumbs up really high, because if I got more than 100 likes on my previous video, I will show you how to shoot flames out of your car. And so far I got only 50 plus likes, not 100, which is really surprising. So I guess no one wants to learn how to shoot flames. That was really surprising. So yeah. So the first car that we are going to test is this. A viewer just sent this to me. Let's see, what kind of engine do you think this thing has? This thing has an all-wheel drive system. We have a Boxer 6. So Mr. Nijiko Craft says, will you crash some cars? I think so. At the end, at the end of this, not at the end of this video, at the end of this map. Hello, my friend. Hello, the Great Mixer. It's raining too much in hail. Wow, that's really. Stay safe, my friend. I hate hailstorms really, because when hail comes here in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, it usually destroys cars. So let's see. So this car here. Let's see, this car here. This is not my own car. This is a viewer car that was sent to me. It's called the Ascari GTO Coupe. The Ascari name is a legendary name. So let's see. This thing has Boxer 6, all-wheel drive. Yes, there is hail here, my friend. It happened, I don't know, so many times, and I always try really hard to hide the car under a tree or under some sort of roof or something. Usually I go to a petrol station and park my car under under the petrol station roof to prevent hail from destroying the windshield. How long the stream is going to be, I don't know, till my throat give up. So let's see the top speed on this thing. This is, as you can see, the endless highway map. We are going to test this first. As you can see, I think this is a 350 horsepower Boxer 6 all-wheel drive car. So what do you think about the design? This is not my own design. This is a viewer-made car. So what do you think about it? Tail lights, as you can see. Wow, 6th gear, it's like an overdrive. So what do you think about it? Come on, tell me in the comments, what do you think about this thing? The side, a bit bland by Marty Smarty. The front, what do you think? So Mr. Marty Smarty says a bit bland. And I think the rear wing is a bit too large, right? For this application, or is it appropriate? What do you think? You need to make 5-cylinder engine. I made tons of 5 cylinders, but who knows, maybe I'll do one. It looks great to me. It looks very late 90s, early 2000s to me. Mr. Lorenzo, did you send this car? Well, yeah, it looks some sort of 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, I like creating a 900 horsepower V8 naturally aspirated. This would be a challenge. You can do that, but the engine would be massive. The engine would be very massive engine. Those vents on the side are kind of weird looking. You mean those? Those on the back? It's indeed is my car. Yeah, I knew that. So I think this thing will top up at 249, 252 kilometers per hour, nothing more. I think this thing, gave up. So let's try and raise the brakes. Not bad, the brakes are actually good. Alright, so 249, not bad at all, not a bad start, but I want to see the other crazy car. So it says here by Mr. I'm getting a Sierra Cosworth vibe, maybe. The Great Mixer says there is a drive shaft in this car. I think so. Where is it? There's a drive shaft. Yep. As you can see, we have a rear differential. There's a drive shaft going to the front, try to get to the gearbox, and we also have another drive shaft. That means it's all-wheel drive, not rear-wheel drive. So let's search for the other car, because I don't know. I was looking at the specs for this car on the BeamNG forum that was made by a viewer, and he made something really crazy, and I'm not kidding. And I forgot the name of it. Oh my god, I need to search for the name, because I don't know. I think 5,000 kilometers per hour, something like this. I really don't know which car is this. Is that one? Ah, here we go. This one, it's called the El Hague Lion RSTP. Alright, let's launch it. So this car, I don't know how much horsepower this thing has, but I think too much. So yes, look at the line. Look at the line on the dyno. Hello, Mr. Wansome. Hello, my friend. Did you create a GMC Yukon? Because one video of yours, there was one vehicle called GMC Yukon. There was a Yukon vehicle, but I really don't think it's an SUV. That was created by a viewer, but who knows? I will search for it, my friend. So look at the horsepower, 6,725 horsepower. All right, so the horsepower has been taken care of, more than the Devil 16. The looks of this thing, it looks actually very nice, very hypercar-ish, but it's off the ground for an obvious reason. What is the engine? Let's see. So the engine looks like a V8, and yeah, it will destroy itself. Whoa, 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 whoa. What a weird gearbox indeed. Wow. So the engine is a V8 and twin turbo, obviously. So let's see how this thing will perform. As you can see, 15,800 RPM. 15,000 RPM. So this thing, it's not made in beam in automation game. This thing, it's like extremely modded, extremely modded. So let's see the traction control on off. Let's leave it on and see how this thing will perform. Starts very gently and the exhaust is gone. Look at the speed. Oh my god, this thing will destroy itself. Flat out. It has dual. What's that? What is this car? What is this car really? Rest in peace, everything. What is this car? I don't know. I'm not really sure if this thing works. This is a viewer-made car on the BeamNG forum, and yep, who said cars couldn't fly? This thing. Yep. Oh my god, this thing destroyed the game. Look at that. Look at that. It says up there, instability detected in this thing. So this thing has destroyed the game. Wow, this thing has destroyed the game. What a fail indeed. Let's try and reload. Let's try and load something. Let's try and load something and then try to reload it again. I've never seen a car that kills BeamNG.drive that quickly. Oh my god, look at that. This thing has killed the whole game. Oh my god, I think I need to reload the whole map. What a weird car indeed. What a weird car indeed. Alright, let's go to the road Atlanta then. Try some of the handling. What's happening? Rest in peace, BeamNG. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No, I tried Mr. Electro Gaming. I tried to respawn a new car and the whole game crashed. So I think that car won't work. I mean, it will kill itself immediately. It will kill itself immediately. I mean, too much horsepower, not stable at all. No, that's pretty much no. A big no-no. So let's try some handling runs. So as you can see, a lot of the cars here are viewer-made cars. A lot of them. So which one would you like me to start testing? Hello, Mr. Sky9. Hello, Mr. Gural Adrian. Hello, Mr. Electro Gaming. Hello, my friends. Wow, this is the car that killed BeamNG.drive. Alright, so let me show you something special. Let me show you this. This is the M464, which is a car that was inspired by BMW. As you can see, has a twin turbo V12 engine, making 464 horsepower, and it's a coupe. It has all the proper, like it has a 5 seats, proper smooth, beautiful, torquey horsepower V8 engine, V12 engine. Let's see, it has all-wheel drive, all the appropriate underneath the car. Everything is looking beautiful. So let's see how this thing will perform. I've tried this thing with a top speed run, but I haven't tried see the handling of it. So this is Road Atlanta. Let's try and do a lap. This thing is automatic and very luxurious and very smooth. It's not really a sports car. So let's see. The Suzuki Vitara, I think I still have it. Mr. Me Fast Man, I still have that thing. I still have it. What's up? Oops. Wow, off the track. This thing is really heavy. What's up, my friend? How are you doing? How is your Friday going? Yep, fail indeed. This thing is heavy. Let's put it in sport mode. Here we go. Whoa, this thing is really heavy. I'm just torturing the tires. The MX Gaming, hello my friend. Thank you for joining our live stream. So what are you looking here is this is the Road Atlanta circuit. I'm trying to see how this thing handles. So far it feels heavy. Just to know, must drive on the road. Yeah, my friend, I know that. This is not an off-road vehicle. This thing really heavy. I'm trying to corner it to be, to get it on the apexes and everything. Tell me the specs of this car you're driving. I have a 6 liter or maybe a 5.5. I forgot what kind of size the engine. It's a V12 twin turbo, making 464 horsepower and lots of torque. As you can see, this is the dyno graph, and it's automatic. It's a luxury car. Look at that. This thing is really heavy. It's luxurious. It has handmade interior and luxury entertainment system. So yep, it's really heavy. It's all-wheel drive also, but this thing accelerates really hard, and on a straight line this thing can rip really hard. Alright, so let's try something else. Let's try something a little bit more crazy and made by a viewer, which is this is the GTR 666 Group A, which was made by a viewer for the supercar, or for the track car challenge, I think. Handling seems pretty good for such a heavy car. I think so, yeah, but it's still really heavy. Look at this now. This is a GTR Group A track car that was made by a viewer long time ago, before we started killing people about the wipers and all these crazy details. Long time ago. So yes, I will go with the Suzuki, my friend, after this. But what I want to see is to see how this thing actually performed, because this thing, as I quite remember, is really grippy. This thing was made long time ago. So this thing has an inline 6, turbocharged of course. As you can see, this is the old automation car, really old. No differentials, no exhaust, nothing. This thing is really old. Sequential gearbox. It's a track car, so it should be good because this is a track. Oh, I can drive it hard. Alright, I can drive it really hard. Nice, it's really grippy. It's all-wheel drive, yeah. All-wheel drive, because on the old automation version, choosing rear-wheel drive and so much horsepower, you need to forget about grip. Wow, it's really cool. So 90s V12 luxury car, yeah, that's likely only worth, yes, that's correct, Mr. Matt, yeah, that's correct, because old luxury cars break down a lot. Really nice, really stable. I love this thing. It's really, I mean, from the olden days, and it's still one of the best handling cars. It rips really hard. Wow. Alright, so let's search for the Suzuki Vitara. So what do you think about this thing? What do you think about it? I mean, it looks pretty normal, to be honest with you. Not really, a track car, but sounds really good. It's extremely grippy. It's extremely amazing to drive. So what do you think about it? Do you share the same thoughts with me, or do you have some other things you want to say about it? And this thing was made very long time ago. So let's search for the Vitara. So Mr. Me Fastman says cool. Mr. Alex here, I want the GTR for the $10,000. Will you take cash? All right, transfer the money and get it. Why do you not play Assisto Corsa or iRacing? I have Assisto Corsa, but I'm having so much troubles. What do you call it in English? Setting my controller to work with Assisto Corsa. My friend brought me a wheel a steering wheel, not as a gift. He brought it to show off his skills, and he hooked it to my computer, and it worked perfectly with Assista Corsa. It's a Logitech something steering wheel, and it worked perfectly. It's an expensive one. I really can't afford it, so I'm trying really hard to make my controller work with it. So when it works perfectly, of course I will make a live stream or a video about Assista Corsa, because I love the graphics of that game. It's a pretty amazing simulator, and it looks crazy. And I have it for a really long time ago. I bought it like a really long time ago, and I want to try it and see how it will drive. So let's see. It's a nice and really, yeah. Make a V16 turbo diesel and all-wheel drive station wagon. So there is no diesel, my friend, in automation game. I apologize. So how many patrons do you have? Currently 5. Currently 5 only, I think. So can I play with you? Where? Forza, Grand Theft Auto 5, online, what? I mean, these are the only 2 online games that I have currently. Let's see. What also we have here? Where is that Suzuki Vitara? I think. Here we go. The Karakosi V6 Tiny Off-Roader. Yes, that's the car that we made the last time. Assista Corsa. Does it have online? Does the Assista Corsa has online in it or not? I'm down for GTA at any time for anyone who wants to play. What's your current level? What's your current level, Mr. Sky9? So as you can see, this is a crazy car that we did on the previous live stream, I think. Yep, it has a tow hook, as you can see. It has all the necessary things. Let's start an auction on that car. Starting a bid. Which car? Which car, Mr. Alex? Alex is here. Which car? Look at that black smoke. Alright, let's do something funny. Let's do something funny here and do a lap while having a trailer or a motorhome, you know, a travel trailer, whatever they call it, a motorhome or something. Let's pick the standard and spawn a new thing. Oh, this one, you know, this off-roader, yeah, it's one of those SUVs, or you know, those tiny off-roaders that, you know, cost like $12,000 when they were new and $200 when they are used. And as you can see, that's why, because yeah, the exhaust has just has fell down. So let's try and hook this. It's not gonna survive. Let's see. Here we go. The motorhome is hooked. Yeah, goodbye exhaust. Let's see. Ready? First of all, let's lock the differentials. Turn off traction control. Ready, steady, and oh my god, it's struggling to pull this thing. It's struggling. Yeah, it's very reliable. Oh my god, I'm afraid. Yep, Top Gear nostalgia, yeah. Do you remember that episode? Come on, I want this thing to survive. That poor engine, yeah. It's all-wheel drive, so sold for $2,500. Alright, transfer the money and take it. It's really difficult. It's really difficult to drive, oh my god, to drive a motorhome. And crashed, pretty much Top Gear craziness. It's really difficult because, I mean, first of all, the camera is rubbish. Second of all, the handling. It's not really what you call stable, it's unstable at all. It's not stable at all. Transferring. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna buy a turbo kit for my Crown Vic. Transferring $2,500. That's cool. And for the person who bought this thing, you need a new exhaust system on it. Look at that! This thing is dancing! I'm not... Dacia Sandero. Great news! The what? The Dacia Sandero is here. Oh my god, I missed old Top Gear. I was watching the spec sheet on this thing, as I quite remember. This thing has a V6, naturally aspirated. It's a pretty torquey V6, I think. Don't worry, we will search the specs for it. Unless, of course, you have bought it sight unseen, so no specs. The old Top Gear is a great show, indeed, Mr. Lorenzo. That show will never ever be the same. I've watched some of the new Top Gear, you know, show. I've watched some of the episodes. It's not bad really, but the fun, the laughs, the whole spirit of that show is gone. It's really gone, and you can see it. You can see the you know, the what do you call the presenters, you know, trying to recapture you know, the magic of the old one, and no, they can't really. Look at that, and spinning out. It seems it's a 2.5 V6, like 190-200 horsepower range with 27 mpg, I guess. And brake. So we did survive somehow, and we have 2 gas bottles, so if anything happens, this thing will explode. So as you can see, it's still working. Let's see, what we have under the hood is some sort of, yes, I think it's a 2.5 or a 3-liter V6, all-wheel drive, double wishbone front suspension, and what are these? Torsion beam rear suspension, I think. All-wheel drive, nice, pretty nice indeed, and we have manual gearbox. So good work. So let's see some of the comments. Let's see what we have here. Mr. Lorenzo says, luckily all the old episodes are being played on a TV over and over again, at least where I live. Yeah, also here, my friend, also here. Mr. Matt says, even the Grand Tour can't capture the old Top Gear spirit. Yeah, I mean, the Grand Tour it's still funny. I mean, all the 3 guys are there, but the Stig is gone. The old amazing Top Gear test track is gone, and also, like, I don't know, I think some of the, like the studio, I think the old studio, the news, even the you know, the cheap car, you know, celebrity, you know, bit of the show was somehow good back then. I mean, I think on the Grand Tour they got rid of it, you know, because celebrities were one of the worst thing ever on the Grand Tour. You know, getting a celebrity face off, if you remember it, that was one of the worst things ever. I didn't really like it, and thank God that they got rid of it in this new series. But you know, it's still not the same. It's still really not the same. I don't know. I mean, that's my opinion. That's my opinion on the new Grand Tour. I like it, and I'm loving watching it, but not like the old one. Not like the old Top Gear. So, changing the topic. What should we try? What should we try to drive right now, my friends? Let's see. FHM. Which one? The FHM. Which one? Which one is the FHM, my friend? I can't really see it. Is it here? The old van, please. It says, have you made any 5-cylinder cars yet? I made a ton of cars, but I'm not sure which one of these has 5 cylinders. I've made tons of cars. So there was like a comment for the old van. Where's the van? This one, the Flower Power, you mean? Flower Power. Yeah, so let's try the Flower Power, and then let's search for an inline 5 car. And yeah. So we need to remove the trailer home. Here we go. Remove current. Here we go. Flower Power. I think this thing was made on the old automation version. As you can see, it's pretty normal, nothing special. I mean, of course, no wipers, nothing. I want to revive this thing and upgrade it with the new automation version, and you know, give it a proper, you know, exhaust and everything. As you can see, torsion beam, I think. Yeah, rear suspension. The front is double wishbone. We have a, let's see, how many cylinders? 6, right? Or 5? 5 cylinders. Oh, here we go. Who asked for a 5-cylinder engine? Who asked for a 5-cylinder engine? Here we go. This is an inline 5 engine. Here we go. This is an inline 5 engine. So let's see how this thing will perform. So Alex here says it would be cool if you open a used car dealership on BMG and name would be Bshar Autos. That would be cool actually. Should do the Viscari di Vallo Veloci. Am I saying it right? Can you show us the best looking car you have in the game? Well, if I have it right now here, I can show it to you. If not, maybe on the next video. Alright, so let's see. Mr. Fastman, he asked for it. Alright, so let's see. This is an inline 5, the Flower Power van. It's front wheel drive, by the way. This thing was made by me, but really long time ago. It's not fast at all. This thing can seat nine people in it. And as you can see, performance wise, it's not bad actually. That was 100 kilometers per hour. We'll call it corner. Not bad. This thing actually, it's not bad. When it comes to handling, when it comes to performance or power or speed, no, it's rubbish. Make a wheelie car. Oh, I did, my friend. If I have it right now here, I will go to the drag strip and show you a wheelie. Oh my god, yes, I made lots of wheelies before. I remember on the drag challenge, on the drag racing challenge, I had so many issues with wheelies, because if you launch it too hard, you will get a wheelie, but you will destroy the car, and if you launch it too little, you will bog down and lose time. Oh my god, understeering hard. Looks like a Toyota van SR5 with a carbureted 1.8 liter single overhead inline 4. This is inline 5, my friend, not 4. This is inline 5. Mr. Alex is here. But yes, around 100 horsepower. Yeah, that's correct, but it's an inline 5. And it's carbureted. Yes, that's correct. This thing was made in the 70s, where, you know, when hippies, I think late 60s, early 70s, when hippies were all over the place. The flower people. When my father was born. Apparently those hippies, or you know, flower people, or what do they call themselves, these things are, or these people are really, I don't know, weird. They have their own special songs, their own special dressing code, or what the hell they call it. I don't know. What do you guys know about the flower people? What do you know about, you know, hippies or flower people? I've seen, so, you know, not too much videos about them. So what do you know about these people? And do you think this van is appropriate for them? You know, for their type? I really don't know anything about those guys. They dress funny, they look funny, and they have some funny songs too. I'm talking about in real life, not the car in BMG. Can you imagine opening a dealership in real life? Yeah, it's appropriate to drive a car in Italy. Well, let's see. But first, I want to show you something. Someone asked for a wheelie. Let me first search for a car that can do a wheelie, because I'm pretty sure that I have one, but I'm not sure if it's here. Yeah, I'm not really sure if it's here or not. And yes, I'm correct, it's not here. I can't really see it, unfortunately. And yeah, guess who's back? Guess who's back? The V16 Queen, my friend. It's here, but from the old version, not from the new version. So yeah, they would totally drive that, but when you open the door, you would get a high. You would get a high from the cloud that blasts in your face. Yeah, of course, that's correct. Then maybe the best looking car. So lots of cars, lots of of viewers made cars were beautiful. Let me show you, for example. Now look at this. This is the Imola Dino Special. It's not called getting high, it's called getting happy. Yeah. Yeah, the happy cloud. The happy cloud indeed. So this is one of the good looking cars that was made by two viewers, not a single viewer. This car was made by two viewers, and it was very cool, very powerful, very amazing, but it had the wrong engine, the wrong gearbox. What I did, I took this thing, put a proper V8 Ferrari V8 in it, proper Ferrari gearbox ratios in it, and job done. And it's all-wheel drive now. So what do you think about this thing? It's called the Imola. This thing is really amazing. Let me show you. Let's reload the car again. Here we go. This thing has a 400 horsepower Ferrari V8, naturally aspirated, nothing really special about it. Accelerates really nice. It's not the fastest car here, but it's one of the best looking ones and the best handling ones also for its time. So this is the Imola then. As you can see, it's really nice to drive. Looks very good. So what do you think about it so far? So Mr. Gural Adrian says a nice car. What do you think about it, guys? Pay County what? I did only understand the Steam. It's really well made. Two viewers actually made the styling, which is, I mean, those two guys took really long time to give me this thing at the end. I'm a former engine builder in automation, so tell me which engine you want me to make. I like to make, usually myself, I like to make some real-life replicas in automation game because they are like a challenge to me, you know, to get the real horsepower and torque. So try to build any real engine you want. V8, 9.6, any real engine you want. That would be a nice challenge. This car, I think it was made for the supercar challenge or maybe the drift car challenge. I forgot. Yeah, it was really nice, really amazing. I didn't touch any of the fixtures on this thing. I only changed the engine, the gearbox, and the suspension tune and the gear ratios. Those are the only things that I did, but the style is still 100% correct as the viewers did it. What is the video editor you are using? 2017 Adobe Premiere. That's the one that I have. Milan 2745 says I would buy it. No, wait, I can't even afford. Alright, yeah, I understand now. So yeah, it's a pretty expensive car, to be honest with you. I mean, I can't afford it as well. So Mr. Fastman says make an Opel GM Ecotec 1 liter 3-banger for a real life. From real life. It's not bad, not a bad request at all. Now let me show you another good looking car. This one, it's called the Candela, also for the supercar challenge. Same as the Imola. Look at this. Now this is another good looking car. This thing is called the Candela. It's not a bad looking car. I mean, I don't like the rims, but I mean the front is looking pretty angry. Pretty angry, right? What do you think about it? Actually, why don't you make a Saab? That's a nice suggestion. So this is as I've mentioned, the Candela. What do you think about this thing? What is the screen recorder you are using? The screen recorder is NVIDIA. It's called NVIDIA GeForce what? GeForce Experience. Yeah, that's the video recorder that I use because I have an NVIDIA GPU and it works really well with it. So let's select a new looking. All right, this is all right. This is also one of the best, amazing looking cars ever that I got in any challenge, like at all. Which is this, the Aurora. This is the Aurora 12. Check out this thing, my friends. This thing is called the Aurora Speed 12. Look at that. Look at the badges, the exhaust, the taillights. Look at that. Look at the up top, the vents, the 12 badge. Look at all those amazing details. Look at the front. The front is just amazing. Please do a Saab. So which Saab engine do you want, or which Saab model engine you want me to do? I will do it in the next video. It looks better in green, I think so. Let's try and change the color of this thing. Where's the Aurora? Here we go. Let's try another color. Where's the custom? Here we go. Color. Let's see. Green. Like this. Like that. And spawn new. Here we go. This is not really the original green, but it's very similar. Has a V12 engine, naturally aspirated, and 1000 horsepower. Yes, my friends, this thing has a naturally aspirated V12 under the hood, making 1000 horsepower. It's one of the scariest car to drive, really. So, you can make it clearly Saab 900 turbo engine placement, long ditchly mounted engine. Yes, turned 45 degrees. Yes, of course, the Saab engines are mounted in the weirdest way possible. Yes, the Saab 900 turbo, the engine was mounted in the weirdest way possible. I've never seen an engine placement that looked as weird as that. Indeed, something like a Saab 99. I will search the internet and I will try to make it on the next video. I like Saabs, they are really great cars. When you pull the handbrake, it stops the front wheel. Really? Ooh, that's a crazy thing to know. Really. Alright, let me show you another crazy car that I got from a viewer. We have the Horizon. This is also a crazy looking, beautiful looking car. We have also the Porsche R10. Let me show you this car. Now look at this. Now this is it's called the Porsche R10. Look at that. This thing is also a viewer made car. Looks actually good. The exhausts are too big, but the body, the style looks cool actually. You have an old Porsche. Yes, I have an old Porsche. I made a 911 close replica. If you want to see it, here we go. This is the one, 911 Carrera-ish. It has the correct Boxer 6 engine. It has the correct suspension setup, the correct gearbox, and a very close, body style. All the details like the bumper, the exhaust, everything is very similar to the real one. The rims, everything, but the headlights are extremely different because unfortunately in automation game I couldn't find close headlights to the real deal. So you want me to do a lap with it? You want me to do a lap with the Porsche 911-ish? It's rear-wheel drive, I think. Yep, we can do a burnout. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. This thing accelerates nicely, but remember, no ABS, so I need to be really careful with the brakes. Yep, like that. Oh my god. Brakes are sporty, but no ABS. Whoa, I'm trying to be really gentle with the brakes. and they want to lock up easy. It drives really nicely, it's really stable, it's really good. .911s are the best. Not the new one. The new one is just a computer tech modern car, but the classic ones, like from the 80s, the 90s, I love those things. If you remember, if you had a PlayStation 1, if some of you guys had a PlayStation 1, do you remember Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed? Do you remember that? Do you remember the Porsche Unleashed Need for Speed? That was one of my favorite games ever. And I've learned about Porsches from that game only. The 911, the GT1, the GT2, the 959, the 993. Oh my god, I love that thing. Mr. Lorenzo, remember that? That is really cool. And I also remember driving the Porsche 356. Didn't this one come with an F6 twin turbo engine? No, the version that I did here is the naturally aspirated one, the basic one, the basic 911, not the turbo, not the Targa, whatever they call it. So it's pretty basic. This is the basic 911 ever. It had the basic Boxer 6 engine, nothing special really. But I would love to do the turbo version. Maybe I'll make the turbo version very soon. I would love to see how that works because I love it. I mean, I love Porsches, the classic ones. I love the GT2 from the 90s. I love the Carrera, the 911 Carrera from the 90s also, of course from Need for Speed. And Porsche 959, oh, that's just the dream. That car in Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed was extremely fast. And crashing it, if you remember playing Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, crashing a Porsche 959 will cost you a fortune to fix. So I had a Porsche 959 in that game, but I rarely drove it. Because it's extremely expensive to fix that. Wow, all Need for Speeds are one of the best games ever. The high stakes, the hot pursuit. Those games are one of the craziest games ever. So let's see, make a Lancia Delta Integrale Evo 2 or Lancia Stratos. The Delta Integrale, I think I think the body, I think it's available, but the Stratos, I don't think so. No, I really don't think so. It's available in an automation game. So Mr. CN Yusuf, I think you are from Turkey, right, my friend? You are speaking Turkish, right? I'm sorry, I don't understand Turkish, my friend. But you know, I know how it looks, but I really don't understand it. I love that you had to take care of your car in the old Need for Speed games. Yeah, my friends. I really hate crashing cars, to be honest with you. Some people love to see cars crashing, and BeamNG is all about crashing cars. But yeah, I love to take care of my cars, really. Look at that now. This thing, it's called the James V8 Hyper. It's a hypercar from the 1940s that I made, and it looks extremely similar to the Porsche 356, the classic one. And it has a V8, not an inline 4 or a boxer 4 or something. There's a convertible version and a coupe version. Would you like to see that? Alsana dislike LA. Dislike LA. What does that mean? I use BeamNG only to race my own made cars. That's good. That's really good. And yeah, I do that always to test the cars that I made in an automation game. But you see always videos on YouTube, like people love crashing those things. So would you like to see the convertible or the coupe? Convertible, coupe. Which one would you like me to start with first? Convertible or coupe? Veloce. Where's the Veloce? Do I have a Veloce? I forgot. Coupe. All right. Let's start with the coupe. It has a V8 under the hood, not really the original engine. Look at that. I love that thing. This thing is looking absolutely crazy, and it's front wheel. It's front engine, not rear engine. I really want to do the Porsche 356 because that car is really good. So please go drive it in Italy. All right, after this, let's move to Italy. This thing has only 200 horsepower, so I'm not really expecting. Oh my god, this thing is actually quick. Oh, the brakes! The brake balance is rubbish. The brakes are actually rubbish. I need to be careful. This thing is really quick actually. It's from 1940s. And I think we have destroyed the engine by doing that. Not the engine, the suspension. I think it's destroyed. The car is turning to the right. Wow. Colonel Santpistin. I need to learn Romanian. The brakes are set too much to the front, it seems. I think so. But there's like a balance difference between left and right. This thing is turning to the right. I think we have destroyed the front suspension by doing that lockup. Brake, 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 brake. So it's very quiet. That's very cool. It's a very, very quiet car, but oh my god, this thing wants to lock all itself. I mean, I love the acceleration. The acceleration, I think this thing accelerates like a modern car. But the brakes are rubbish, really. And we have destroyed the front suspension. Looks very stiff. I think so. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. This is 1940s. Oh my god, no, 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 no. This thing has the worst brakes ever. I need to fix the brakes. So you can drive really quick with this thing, but wow, we have destroyed the front suspension. Alright, let's try again. Can you imagine this in 1940s? I mean, cars in 1940s were 60 horsepower, 50 horsepower, 100 horsepower max. This thing, it's like a Lamborghini Aventador. Whoa, 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 whoa. This thing needs to be tuned. What cubic inch is the engine? I don't know, let's see. Is it a big engine? I think this thing is like a 5-liter V8. Yeah, it's a 5-liter V8. We have, let's see, what are these carburetors on top? Single barrel? Yes, single barrel carburetors, and it has direct acting overhead cam as direct acting. And let's see, short cast headers, V8, 2 valves per cylinder, 200 horsepower. Or 220. It's actually quite nice, but needs better brakes and better suspension. So let's see. I want to go and drive in Italy, but I want to show you some crazy creations. Let's try this, the Ford F150 Raptor. Yes, 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 I will go to Italy, Mr. Fastma, but first I want to show you some cars here first, and then we can move to Italy. Now, this thing is crazy. This thing has a 5-liter Coyote V8 under the hood, twin turbo and supercharged at the same time, so it has twin charge system and nitrous oxide, making 1,000 horsepower combined. So I want to see if we can actually corner this thing. So are you ready? Ready, steady. I want to see if we can actually corner this thing, and then we can move to Italy. Oh my god, this thing has a very, very, very high ride height and not really a good suspension too. Supercharger whining. Oh, brakes are overheating, but I switched to this camera so I can see much better. Here we go, releasing 1000 horsepower. And brake. Oh, look at the brake. Brakes 500 degrees. Stopping all that heavy weight. Whoa, what a monster indeed. Oops, we were about to rear end this thing. So, the pitch is awful, please retune it. The pitch is all the way down, Mr. Vlad. It's all the way down to the minimum. Oh my god, the sound, I would say the ride height is more the fact you are driving a 5,000 pounds truck into a corner at supercar speed. Yeah, that's correct, Mr. Smoking. Can you drive the most boring car you have? Not the slowest, but the most boring. Alright, the most boring car. But first, because lots of people are requesting Italy. Where is Italy? Where is Italy? Where is it? Am I seeing it? Am I blind or something? Where is Italy? Ah, here we go. Let's start on... I don't know, where should we start? Where should we start, guys, on Italy? Where should we start? Google Outlaw Lancia. Why? Lancia, what? B20G, it's pure classic. Wow. Sierra Vincere? Where is that? Ah, here we go. Alright, let's see. What does that mean? What? Sierra Vicia? What does that mean? Sierra, does that mean city? Or what? It's loading. So far so good, we are having fun. Some of the cars are great, some of the cars are rubbish. Old City Village. Cool. Good to know. I had to fire up my mobile to read the chats because as always the chat on the game itself, I don't know, stopped for no obvious reason. It's still loading, it's taking quite a time to load. I don't know, maybe because it's a heavy map. Although I'm running an SSD, not a hard drive, so it should load much better, but we are waiting. So what kind of cars do you want to see? So there was a request for the most boring car ever. Do you want to see that, or do you have another suggestion for driving in Italy? You know, tight roads. Do I have this car, Mr. Smoky Gun? Do I have that car? I don't know. Did I see it? Saab Lancia. I don't have any of those two things. Wow, so the game has load, but as you can see, it's not really what you call fully loaded. It's still loading for no obvious reason. So let's see. That car is the car that you are requesting is in the V. Do I have that thing? No, I don't have that thing, my friend. Make them. Not now. It will take forever, my friend. I need to you know, take pictures and see the fixtures and everything. I will do them very soon. I will try to be able to do them very soon. The Diet 270. Diet 270. Alright, let's see how this thing will drive. The Viscardi is right there. Really? This thing, the Diet 270 has a 270 cubic inch, not cubic inch, 270 cc. Sorry, not cubic inch, 270 cc engine. It's a naturally aspirated inline 4, making 50 horsepower only. 50. And it's really, really loud. Waking up the town. This thing is screaming hard. Oh my god, what happened? Wait a minute. Is this an off-road? Is this an off-road area? Should we go off-road, my friends? Hello, Mr. Elhang GT. Wow. So, can you drive an SUV if you have one, obviously? So, do you think this is an off-road? Should we go off-roading? Oh, let's see that. I want to see that. So, what should we use? I remember having some off-road crazy cars like the Eagle V8. So what do you think should we use? The Eagle V8 or some crazy supercharged monster? Or maybe what else we have? What else we have that can go off-road? I mean, I had so many SUVs in the past. I have the Ringer V8, which is very awesome. I also have, I also have the Survival pickup truck. The new version. I also have, let's see what we have also. I have the VTOL V8, which is extremely torquey. We have also the Z49 Turbo, 4900 Turbo. All these things are off-road ready. Vitara. Do you have a rally car? Yes, I think I have a rally car. It's up there somewhere. I have a rally car, yeah. Survival pickup. Really? Alright, let's try the new survival pickup then, the new version. This is the new version. Try the Virage GTI. I can mod your Gladiator 800 so you can drive them. What do you mean I can mod your Gladiator 800 and 1000 so you can drive them again? I can drive them and they are updated. I did update them on the new version and they have the exhaust and everything. As you can see, this is the survival pickup, which is an old car that you made in the past, you know, to survive, for example, zombies, apocalypse, or any problem that will happen on Earth. So you can just load it up with your cargo, your belongings, and run away with it. This thing has 4x4, as you can see. Oh my god, the drive shafts are really tiny. Look at the front drive shaft; it's really tiny. Also, this thing has a massive inline 6 up front, cast iron, single overhead camshaft, 2 valves per cylinder, manual gearbox, running on the worst quality fuel ever. So this thing will actually be pretty durable, and it's not bad actually. The fuel economy, it's not bad at all. So let's try and survive this. What can Italy gives us? Come on. Here we go. Let's see, what's that here? Am I going the right direction or what? This thing is a survival pickup truck, not a rock crawler, so let's go back there. Here we go. Come on, going uphill. Let's see, where should we go next? That's it. Wow, this is the only off-road bit. That was quick. Your engine is exploding because of turbo boost. What turbo boost? Oh, you mean the Gladiator 1000? No, don't worry, I fixed that. I found a way. I found a way, my friend, to fix the turbo thing and give it the modern looks. Oh, is this an off-road bit? Can we go there? Come on, go, go, go. I can't be like Jeremy Clarkson and say power all the time. I need to be gentle, like James May, and reuse the torque. But I'm a crazy guy and I always say power. And as you can see, sometimes it works. Climbing Italy, climbing this weird mountain. Whoa, 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 where should we go? This thing is slippery. Really cool. Low range maybe, let's try. Low range, here we go. Nope. Although we have off-road tires, but in BeamNG.Drive, off-road tires are rubbish, really. I should have gone with like hard long life tires. Those tires are much grippier than this. The off-road tires are rubbish in BeamNG.Drive, really. So we are currently stuck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can we go down there without crashing the car? I really don't think so. Yep, we did crash it. But it's fine. So, this thing was a bad idea. This thing is a bad idea indeed. Again, the off-road tires, don't ever use those. Don't ever use those. They are just, you know, for the looks, they look, you know, like chunky off-road, all-terrain tires. But in BeamNG.Drive, they are rubbish. Don't use them. If you want to go off-road, use hard long life or even medium compound. They will hook better and they will actually be much more better. Now, the Virage GTI. That classic car from the GTI challenge. Yes, I remember that thing. Here we go, the Virage GTI. This is a GTI car that I made in the past for the GTI challenge. Let's see, this thing is of course front wheel drive, handles like a dream. This thing has a 4-cylinder engine, of course, turbocharged, making, I forgot how much horsepower. I think around 300 in automation game and 282 in BeamNG.Drive. Sounds really good and it looks 1980s all the way. As you can see, turbo, EFI badge, the rims, the looks, everything is looking GTI love indeed. How many active mods do you have? Oh, I don't know, tons of active mods. I don't know how much. Where is the number? Here we go. It says 224 of 226 mod active. Yep, my friends, those are my current active mods. So let's see. Here we go. Some GTI love. This thing handles absolutely amazing. It still handles like a dream. It's been really long time since I drove this thing, and this thing still drives amazingly. Oops. Oops, we had a crash. We had a crash. Call the ambulance. So this thing drives really nicely, but yeah, I miscalculated that corner. As you can see, check out the wheel marks. Check out the wheel marks. If you are an investigator for the insurance company, so yes, we have some tire marks, and then boof to the mountain. So I need to be really careful with corners. This thing handles good, but I need to remember that this is 1980s, not 2019 technology. Oh, and yes, there's no ABS, so I need to be really careful too. It's really quiet too. Nearly 300 horsepower, or maybe 300 horsepower, and pretty much no noise at all. Unlike the Diet 270, Diet 270, which people actually are cursing our names for driving that thing. Ooh, look at that! It's like a rally circuit, and one mistake and we are off the cliff and down the mountain. So let's see if this GTI thing can actually be a nice rally car. Here we go, using the handbrake and everything. Wow, I'm sorry guys, I'm not really paying attention to the comments. Just a bit while I finish, you know, having a little fun here. Look at that, front wheel drive love. Oops, that was a bump. Not my mistake. It's the let's see, where should we go? Where should we go? It says here Aeroporto, which means the airport. Where should we go? Let's go down there. What's that? Oh, look at that. We can get 25% off, right? 25% off if we buy right now. So should I click buy now and I will get a new shoe? Let's go and pick up our shoe. Where's the airport? Oh, from here. Okay. Look at that. Is this the highway? Alright, let's floor it. Flooring the Virage GTI. Floor it. Hopefully we will not get any problem because no ABS. If anything happens, this thing will get totaled like a Subway sandwich. So come on, don't fail me. I think there's something wrong with the front suspension with that rally driving. I think we have destroyed it, but ooh, look at that, we have a tunnel. Alright my friends, let's we have a tunnel, and that is extremely special because let's try some tunnel runs. What do you think? Tunnel runs, my friends. Who's ready? Who's ready for a tunnel run? Ready? Steady? That's pathetic actually. I want to try that again, but with a screaming V8, not a tiny 4-cylinder. I want a screaming V8, and of course, when I want a screaming V8, I will always turn up to this, the classic modern concept. This thing screams like nothing you can ever think of. It's pretty bland, it's not really that special, but it has carbon fiber chassis under the hood. Here we go. Who's ready? Whoa. Very good. Let's try that again. Wow, that is actually crazy. Let's try a new engine. The Diet 270. Oh my god, the Diet 270. Yes, my friend, that's correct. The Diet 270. But please, before I proceed with this, you need to lower the volume a little bit so you don't damage your phone or your laptop or whatever device that you are using. Just in case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with low RPM and then I'm gonna floor it. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That sounded like an amazing thing ever. The most amazing thing ever. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I want to try it again. I want to do it again. Start with low RPM. And floor it. Wow, absolutely amazing. I want to pick another car. Come on, what other cars do I have? That sounds crazy. What other cars do I have? Let's see. Oh my god, I remember the correct car. The Dragon Wagon, the new updated version. Oh my god, this thing sounds brutal. Who's ready for some flaming flames and nitrous? Whoops. Try again. That's actually not that bad. Yes, Mr. Mr. Sky9, the Rice Mobile. The Rice Mobile will be perfect in this tunnel. Make a fire engine from a Fiat Uno and swap it into the Diet 270. Wow, I will keep that in mind. I like that. V10 King. Maybe. But first let's try our Rice Mobile. An engine that is not really that powerful, but it's loud and it's bonkers, as you can see. 2000 early 2000s, you know, Rice styling, flames and all that crap. Chromies from eBay, cheapy chromies, cheap body kit, which the person who bolted this thing on used zip ties. Yep, let's see. And floor it. Wow, Rice love indeed. You should go to the Utah for the longer tunnels. Yeah, yeah, on the highway in Utah. But this one's, I don't know. This one sounds better than the Utah. I don't know. I don't know if it's correct or not, but it sounds a little bit better. But yeah, that's correct. The tunnels and on the Utah map are much longer than these. So let's see. What should we try? It said there was like a request for the V10 King, but that car is extremely powerful, and I don't know if I can handle it in the tunnel. I really don't know if I can handle it in the tunnel. The what? The Viscardi. All right, I will try it after this. I'm so glad this 2000s era Rice era mostly over. Now, if we could only get rid of the stands fad. Yeah, the stands is all over the place. Now this is an SUV with the V10 King, the old version under the hood. So I really don't think this thing will be loud enough. No, not loud enough. Yep, not loud enough indeed. You know what a fire engine is? A fire engine, yeah, you know that fire truck that the firefighters use to, you know, to shoot water on flames. Yeah, I know that. I know what you mean. Yeah, the fire truck. Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with it? Velox AVM. Which car did we actually call? Velox Venus. Vitol, Viewer Countach, Westlander VI. Yeah, this one. You mean this one, the Viscardi? Yeah, this one. All right, let's test this one. I got so many requests from the same guy to test this. I forgot this. This is a fan-made car right now. Before this video or not? I don't know. Or is this an old car? Oh, this is a new car that I got from a viewer before this live stream. 1000 horsepower, Boxer 6 twin turbo, pushrod front and rear suspension. I think this is a semi-space frame chassis, aluminium. Yeah, looks actually very good. What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys, about this? This is a viewer-made car that I got before I started this live stream. What do you think about it? 1000 horsepower, black smoking, Boxer 6 turbo. Looks cool, actually. Yeah, looks the rims are beautiful. Let's see. Look at that side indicators. Look at those beautiful indicators action. All right, let's see how this thing will perform. How it will sound too. Oh my god. Not bad. Quick. Not really stable, but it's quick enough, which is really cool. Very impressive. Very, very impressive indeed. Looks very cool. The suspension is a bit soft. Yes, the suspension is a bit soft, my friend. I would suggest a harder suspension, you know, stiffer suspension, and more lower ride height. It would help very much. Also, it's not really stable because of the horsepower, but it's really good. It's really, really good, my friend. Let's see, the 1.3 liter, what's that? 1.3 liter diesel midget? No, in my country it's 1.3. Mr. Fastman says, where is that? And then there is the 1.9 JTG and the 2.4 diesel engine. Also I have 1. What are you talking about, guys? What are these cars? What are these engines for? The Punto. These are the Punto engines. What I want to try also is this. This is the 10,000 GT. Has an inline 4 that can rev also very high. 185 horsepower. So let's see. Here we go. Wow, Need for Speed Underground 2. That was Need for Speed Underground 2 all the way. They are from Fiat, yeah. And I loosened the suspension due to the same issue. Alright, lowering the ride height made the car bottom out, and then it would destroy the suspension. Alright, so forget the ride height. You need a little bit stiffer suspension, my friend. It feels wobbly. This thing wobbles. Maybe you should try stiffer dampers. It would help. But the looks, the styling, the engine, job done, my friend. Really, really good. Inline 5 sport car. Inline 5 sport car. I remember that I did an inline 5 sport car. I did a lot, but which one of these is the inline 5 sport car? Let's see. Which one of these? This one has a V6, a V8, an inline 6, or a V8 here, V12, V8, 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 V8. Eagle Turbo, no. Which one of you has an inline 5? This one has a V8. This is the JP Rally Spitfire, a car that was made by me. The Gladiator, no. Ooh, I know what an alright, so you want an inline 5, monster, right? Alright, so on the previous challenge, which is the 1990s Super Sedan challenge, I made the prize. Or let me show you the prize, because you may not have seen it, you know, in a close-up look. Let me show you. So the prize for the 1990s supercar challenge, or not supercar, Super Sedan challenge, is one of those 3 cars. Let me show you. Now this is called the GT250, right? This thing has a 2.5 liter inline 5 engine under the hood, all-wheel drive, 250 horsepower, I think. Yes, 250 horsepower in this, which is the naturally aspirated version, as you can see. Now the next version of this car is of course the turbocharged version. Let me load it for you. This is the GT250 also. This is the turbocharged version. Has the same engine, but it's turbocharged. It has 300 horsepower, turbo engine, as you can see, turbo badges, different rims, as you can see. Looks absolutely crazy. The difference between this and the base version are the rims, the badges, and the engine and the gearbox. These are the main differences between those 2 cars. And the last version, which is the super version, because that car is supercharged. And I'm not kidding, it's supercharged. Let me show it to you. Where are you? Super version, here we go, GT250 Super. So these 3 cars are the prize for the winner of the 1990s Super Sedan challenge. So the winner of that challenge will have to pick one of those three special cars, one of them, the supercharged version, or the turbocharged version, or the naturally aspirated version. So let's test all of them in the tunnel and see how they actually perform, right? Starting with the turbocharged version. No, let's start with the naturally aspirated version. Oops, that was the rear end. So here we go. You want an inline 5, my friends? A sporty inline 5? Here you go. This is an inline 5, as you can see in all of its glory. So let's see. Yes, it looks absolutely very close to an Alpha, really. $250 horsepower. Really grippy, really amazing to drive, and really comfortable and really efficient. Now, the turbocharged version. This is turbo power. Acceleration, of course, is a little bit harder. Top speed is the same, 269 kilometers per hour on all three cars. Looks absolutely crazy. And now the supercharged version. Yes, it has pops and bangs on it if you are interested. So one of these three cars is the prize for the winner of this challenge. So you may have not seen, you didn't see how these things handles, because these things handle like a dream. But in a straight line, these things are very, very nice to drive, very sporty, very comfortable, very efficient, and very safe, very practical. 5 seats, and they may look from late 80s. Which you are correct. I mean, these things looks a little bit boxy, like an Alpha or a Seat, but they serve the purpose very well of a super sedan, because they are very good when it comes to handling, comfort, prestige. Everything is perfect in these cars. Now, a KA24DE. What do you mean, an engine? Mr. Heater, you need to search my search my what did I call it? What did I call it? My special requested, or famous real engine requested playlist on my channel. Search this engine. If I made it, watch the video. If not, then tell me and I will make that engine. Yeah, my friend, it's a 240SX engine. Search my playlist. If you didn't find it, I will of course do it. You didn't. All right. I will let me write it. Let me write it down on my list. Where's my list? Here we go. Let me write it down. KA24DE. All right. I will make it very soon, my friend. So, how do you get supercharger? I made a separate video, my friend, on Christmas, on 2018 Christmas. You can watch it on how to supercharge your car. Let's see. I wish I had a Steam account and Beam Engine Automation and awesome PC, and I can't afford anything. Well, my Mr. or me fast man, good luck on saving up and buying your PC, and I wish you all the best. Hopefully you can get them very soon and join us, and of course, and join us and start making your own crazy cars. Let's see what else we have. Mr. Vlad says, in that case, make an S13 American version replica. Did you search, Mr. Vlad? Did you search my playlist if I have that engine or not? Search it. Maybe you'll find it. If not, I will make it, my friend. Alright, now let's enjoy driving the supercharged version, because I know that all of you love pops and bangs out of the exhaust. Let's see, going through the tunnel again. Sounds very good. It's a little bit uphill, but it will pick it up. So what do you want to see next, my friend? What kind of map would you like me to load? And what kind of cars you want me to test? I still have like, I don't know, 10 minutes more. Look at that max RPM. Nope, this thing won't do really a burnout because it's not really that powerful. But I want to, I can keep it in first. And I can do it. So in first, you can actually do it. Oh, that's cool. Let's read some of the comments. To entertain me, what guys? The engine is the same as 13 as 14 as 15 is R20. Ford Granada raced the Viscardi at the test track. Alright, that will be interesting actually. Let's go to the automation test track. That will be very, very interesting. Let's go to the automation test track and test that crazy 1000 horsepower Boxer 6 car. Goodbye, Mr. Me Fast Man. Have a great Saturday and a great weekend. Can you make a suspension tutorial video in the future? Well, yeah, why not, Mr. Matt? I will make that. Why not? It will help a lot of automation fans to design their own suspension. Why not? Only rear wiper on a sedan. Yeah, why not? Some crazy sedans has had, you know, wipers on the back window. Some not. Oh, wheelie car tutorial, Mr. Smoky Gun. I would really love to do that, but unfortunately I didn't find the wheelie car in the list here. But if you want to see the wheelies, Mr. Smoky Gun, you can go and check out my drag racing challenge testing video. Lots of wheelies, lots of crazy cars doing wheelies back then. Hello. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Elliot. Have an amazing weekend. Hello, goodbye, my friend, and thank you so much for joining us. So let's try and test that crazy 1000 horsepower car again, and then call it a night. So what is that? The Viscardi, the Diavolo, Veloci. Let's see how this thing will actually perform on the automation test track. Hopefully I won't crash it. Hopefully I won't crash it at all. So 1000 horsepower Boxer 6, smoking like a diesel car. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is like a warming up lap, not the real lap. So 3, 2, 1. Is it rear-wheel drive? Or is it all-wheel drive with like 70% going to the rear tires? A lot of people are doing that. Whoa, not really a corner friendly. Oh my god. Need to be really careful with this thing. I need to focus on this thing, guys. Just give me a moment while I get the hang of this thing around corners. Mid-engined or maybe rear-engined Boxer 6, pretty much a massive size. This thing is bumpy. can't really use the throttle 100% on many corners because you will spin out and crash. But it's drivable. Again, the suspension is a little bit too soft. As you can see, the body itself is wobbly and it moves from one side to side, but it's not bad. It's not bad really. The engine is a little bit laggy because of course it's a box of 6, and that means 3 cylinders for each turbo, and that makes it really laggy with big turbos. But you can get the hang of it. If you learn how to drive it, you'll get the hang of it and you will have fun. A little stiffer suspension would serve the nation very well. Here we go, let's do a great lap now. Hopefully I don't crash it. I won't crash it. Tires are warm, the brakes are pretty warm. I'm not really taking every apex, no, because it's a little bit difficult to control, but I'm trying my best. But after like 100 laps or more, you'll get the hang of it and you'll drive it like drinking water. Sorry guys, I'm not really paying any attention to the chat because I'm really focused on not crashing this thing. Drives nicely, but you need to be really focused. Whoa, this thing can get off the road very easy. Bad. I'm really interested and I'm really impressed with this thing. It's a little bit scary, but it looks good and it somehow drives good. The engine is super laggy, but it's somehow managing to cope very nicely. Here we go, second to last corner and floor it. Job done. So that's pretty much it, my friends. The big thank you to the person who made this car. It looks very amazing and it drives good. It needs a little stiffer suspension, but the engine, gearbox, everything is working as they should be. Really good. Thank you so much guys for joining me on my amazing video. What's that? Mr. Bshar, try the Elhang Lion RSTP. Ooh, I did try it, Mr. Oh yes, that reminds me, Mr. Elhag, I did try your car and it broke my BeamNG game. First of all, it's extremely powerful, 6,700 I don't know something horsepower. Also, it's doing wheelies on its own, and it did fly in the air and then it broke my game. So I may have to try that again, but not in this time, not on this video, because yeah, it's been 100 minutes and that's pretty much it for my throat. My throat is starting to hurt, but I will try it very soon, Mr. El Haig. I'll try to control it and film it. So thank you so much guys for watching. Thank you so much, Mr. El Haig, Mr. Vlad, Mr. Smoky Gun, Mr. Rudolph S. I did turn off the traction, Mr. El Haig. I did turn off the traction. Thank you so much, Mr. Elliot, Mr. Let's see, Mr. Matt, Mr. Me Fast Man, Mr. Million 2745. Who else got here? Mr. Hater. Who else we have here? Mr. Smoky Gun, we already said his name. Mr. Dominic. Thank you so much, all of you, my friends, for joining me on this video. As always, if you want to get like nearly all my special cars, not viewers cars, no, not viewers cars, if you want to get all my other special cars, the cars that I created myself, if you want to get those, all of them are available on my Patreon page, the link in the description below. You can go to my Patreon page, you can sign up, you can of course download any crazy car you see on that page. Of course you can download 4K wallpapers, watch behind the scenes, get special videos, because yes, I release some special videos for my patrons only, and by doing that you will be supporting the channel, and you will of course get a special thank you note from me. And I will see you very soon with more videos, and good luck to all. Have an amazing weekend, have an amazing time, enjoy your time with your families, with your friends, with your girlfriends, with with whoever you are with. Have fun always, stay safe, and I will see you very soon, my friends, and goodbye and good night to all of you. Yeah, and goodbye.